What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Takeshi Aquatics. And I just kind of wanted to give you a quick tour on my little micro fish shop here. So instead of just keep talking, let's get right to it and I'll show you what I have in stock right now. Okay, all right, so let's just do a quick run through here. So in this tank, I have these beautiful blue Zaire MOBA frontosas swimming along happily with these red jewel short body cichlids. That's right, these are short bodies. Not the MOBAs. The MOBAs are normal, but the red jewels are short body cichlids. Look how beautiful they are. And the cool thing is, for whatever reason, well, there's a lot of reasons, but for this reason, these guys have already laid a whole bunch of eggs over there. They're pretty aggressive towards all the other fish, and as you can see, Mama over there is protective over her eggs. So let's just keep going. In this tank here, we have our beautiful golden, that's right, this is a little bit over a foot long, but he's your golden Xanthic fire eel. Not your normal fire eel, your Xanthic fire eel, which is the golden version. Super, super cool species of fish. They call it an eel, but I believe it's a fish. All right, let's move on. Yeah, and he's lucky, or she, because he gets his own tank. All right, let's move on into the shop here. As you can see, we have here a female short body gold base flower horn. That's the female there. And then this is the male. Look how beautiful they both are. They both swim in harmony. They don't bother each other. And as you can see, all these little things swimming around, that's all their kids. That's all the fry. I would say at least 2 to 3, maybe even 500 fry that these guys made. They swim together, they're happy together, and it's just amazing to me just to watch, to see how they are with being parents. It's just amazing. I got lucky, obviously. I left the fry in here and they're just taking care of the fry with no problems. So that's the short body gold base Kampfa, and they're a pair. This here is a Kampfa two-tone. He's a beauty, or she. I believe it's a she. I would have to turn her over to make sure, but we'll see. And then here we have our chili red Oscar short body and our albino Oscar short body. So this is the albino Oscar short body here. These, however, are the coin shape short bodies. So they're a little bit different from the regular short bodies. As you can see, yeah, his mouth got messed up, but that's the short body, the normal short body. If you look at these chili reds, that's actually a coin type of short body, which is pretty cool because it's more of a round shape, which is what I think is pretty nice. Down in this tank here, we have our golden shell dwellers. Look how pretty that one is. Look how cute he is. We have 3 in this tank, and I don't know where the other ones are. They're probably hiding in their shells right now. So it's kind of late right now, so we'll see if we can see them during the day. So we'll just turn to the right here and we have our Dumbo Dark Dragon guppies. These are a beautiful species of guppies. I really like them a lot. They're the Dumbo Dark Dragons. Next door, we have the Green Dragon Guppies. Another very nice species. This video is not edited, so there's no saturation increase or anything like that. This tank here has a red tiger cobras. These are a very popular, rare type of guppy. Well, not so rare anymore, but they are a beautiful kind of guppy. And over here is a very interesting strain of swordtail Hamburg. So this is a swordtail Hamburg, and this is the black strain. Beautiful species as well. As you can see, very high quality. Here we have the swordtail Hamburg orange, another very pretty strain of the Hamburg swordtail species. Okay, right next door to that we have blue eagles. So this is a trio. Let me get a shot of the male over there. Look how pretty he is. Very nice. Up here we have in the darkness some blue Moscows. And then right next door we have some roundtails, which are very, very cool. And then right over here we have the yellow king cobras. And then over here we have the purple Dumbo dragons. Now they look really, really nice in the light. So let me show you what that looks like here. This is the purple Dumbo dragons. And the reason why they're called purple Dumbo dragons is, let me give you an example here. When you shine the light, you'll see that they're purple. Look how beautiful it is. The iridescence is super, super nice. As you can see, the purple on the back fin there. Okay, and then in this one here, we have electric blue, diamond blue eye, Larry tail mollies. Super nice mollies. Look how pretty they are. Look at those diamond blue eyes. Very, very interesting strain of molly. Next door we have the blue Moscows, same as the other tank that we just saw. Now here's a cool one here. These are Larrytail albino pineapples. These are swordtails. Look how pretty they are. That is quality right there. Amazing, amazing, amazing. This strain is just so beautiful. I just had to stock them. Very, very pretty fish. They're not really swimming around because it's nighttime and I just turned on the lights. So they're all sleeping. These is a very interesting species here. This is the platinum balloon. What is this? Platinum balloon blue Larry, blue eye, diamond blue eye Larry tail mollies. That's right. Beautiful, beautiful mollies. So nice. And they have the blue eyes. That is what makes them so valuable. All right. So we had some tanks here with albino Fu Reds, but that one was sold. This here we have a Kohaku, but she is all the way in the back over there, hiding. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. I believe she's a female, probably pregnant. Up here, oh, I think we're done with this rack. Let's get a look at those purple Dumbo dragons again under the light. See if we can get focus. Look at that shine. That's just beautiful. Can you guys see that? They're all scattering because they're afraid of the light. All right, let's move on. In this tank here, we have a bunch of cichlid species. We have rainbow fish. We have the short body Bosmani rainbow fish. And then we have the cichlids. So let's go down the list here. Down here we have the violet Corydoras. Very, very cool species of Corydora or strain. Very, very nice. My camera wants to cooperate. And then next we have the Apistogramma macmesteri, which I do not believe is in this tank anymore. We also have the Apistogramma nanakaras, which are also a beautiful, beautiful species. And that's one right here. So that's a nanakara, I believe that's a female. Where's the male? Oh, here's a beautiful male. That's the beautiful male nanakara right there. Look how pretty. The golden eye. It's not a pistogramma, it's actually a dwarf cichlid. So excuse me on that one. Look how pretty he is. All right, and then next we have the Pandorinis. So the Pandorinis, the Pistogramma Pandorini is right here. That's this one. Very beautiful, beautiful Pistogramma. Look at that. So pretty. Next we have the Platinum OB Peacocks. That's this one here. Very, very, very attractive fish. Still on the juvie side. They do get a lot bigger than this. But already, look how pretty he is. That's an amazing fish right there. And then we have the other Molly that's not in here anymore. And so what I do here is we have a spawning mop on this tank. And every time I do a water change, I put the spawning mop in this tank up here. And as you can see, we have a ton of babies in here. And these are all the Bosmani short bodies. All right, so let's move on. This is my shrimp tank, but you know, not much shrimp in there. In this tank, we have the Bosmani short body rainbows, same like in the bigger tank. I keep some in small tanks just in case one tank crashes, you know, I don't lose everybody. This one here has all my Pandorini Apistogrammas. These are really, really high quality fish. You can see they're just almost in perfect condition. Down here we have the Medaka Okua, which is bred by the famous Leahi. And look how beautiful they are. They are just unbelievably so nice. It's like, it just blows my mind how pretty these guys are. They're really, really nice. Next door to here, we have our longfin rosy barbs. Now these longfin rosy barbs are still in juvenile, but they are very, very nice. Their fins grow so long, it's amazing. And I had to split them apart just because I didn't want to overstock the tank. In this tank here, we have betta cochinas. As you can see over there, these are wild betta cochinas. Super, super cool looking species of betta. I don't know if you can really see them too well. They always like to hide, but these are the ones with the dot on the side of their bodies. Look at that. So nice, their eyes glow. It's so hard to remove the reflection here, but you can see the dot on the side of the body and the eyes glowing like that. That looks so cool. Super, super nice. All right, next up we have a tank that I'm breeding fish in. We have more Medakas that are bred from the famous Leahi. These are, I don't remember what strain of these Medakas these are, but they are gorgeous, just as nice as the other ones. Next door to that, we have the short body jewel cichlids and all their fry. Look at that. These are great parents. I've been lucky with the cichlid parents. They don't bother their kids. In fact, the kids are getting big really quick, and these parents are just really good parents. If I took these kids out or this fry out, they would definitely breed again. They just don't stop breeding. All right, in this tank here, we have red tail and blue tail hillstream loaches. This one here is a blue tail. This one here is, I believe, a red tail. You can't really see the colors right now for some reason. They were very prominent earlier in the day, but I think because it's nighttime and they're all sleeping, the colors are not coming out. But there are definitely some red tails and some blue tails in here. These are quarantine tanks, which is why they look like this. I just got them in, so in about 2 weeks, they'll be done with quarantine. Oh, you can see a little bit red on this one, but the red is a lot more prominent during the day. All right, let's move on to the next tank. This tank here has the short body jewel cichlid fry. I'm running a test between which fry grows faster under what conditions. So as you can see, there's no heater in this tank, and if you look at how big these fry are, they're actually very tiny. And here's the cool thing about this fry. They're the same fry that came out of this tank, and look how big these this fry are compared to this fry. Fed the same exact food at the same exact time. The difference is this one has a heater, and as we all know, heaters will increase the metabolism of the fish, and therefore they can eat more and grow faster. These are the beta embellished blue red females, and I believe I have 2 of these, unless one has passed or is hiding under. Maybe I only have 1. Oh, I have more than 1, and she is back there hiding. I don't know if I can get the angle there, but she's hiding over there. You just have to take my word for it. And this is the Beta Samaradina Blues. He's hiding over there. Again, they're normally out by the glass. Right now it's just, I turned on all the lights and it's nighttime, so, and that's the female. Here's another pair of the short body. This is a proven breeding pair because they just laid eggs recently and they got mad that I was making a video of them, and all their eggs was on this rock. So they oftentimes will move their eggs when my big face goes and looks at them. These 2 tanks here should be empty. They had a whole bunch of fry in this, but I took them out. This is the Beta Samaradina Guitar Blues. Really, really nice fish. I really like this fish a lot. Very, very beautiful. This is another Beta Guitar Wild. So he's a pretty one. When they color up, it looks really nice. But other than that, this whole tank is pretty much empty. This rack here, I just got running. This is my Beta rack. Get it? Beta rack. The lights are off right now. I want to know if I can turn it on. I'm not sure which. I normally remotely turn this on, but there's no fish in here. But it looks cool when I turn the lights on. This here is my test tank. This tank, I have never changed water for over a year. That's right. We're testing this tank to see if water changes are necessary. I got little fry in here, and these are whole. I mean, honestly, these guppies are 100% healthy. They're happy. They're swimming around. They're alive, and they just love it. And I haven't ever changed the water in this since I set up this tank last year. In this tank here, we have Texas chili red Texas cichlids. So you got one guy hiding back there, and we have another one hiding in this house. You can see his eye and his face, and he kind of just slowly goes away. So they're a bit shy. This one here is on hold. This is a Beta fasciata, very, very rare strain of Beta, a wild Beta. There is a pair in here. I believe the male is holding eggs, so he kind of hides until, food comes. I haven't seen the male in a while, so I'm hoping, he's okay. This here is another short body, coin-shaped chili red Oscar. But he was sick. He's doing a lot better now after we put some medication in, and that's why I have this here so nobody thinks that he's for sale, because he's not. Up here we have some electric blue molly fry. We have a Endler guppy hybrid in here. Up there in the corner, he's hiding there. There's no lights in this tank for a reason. These are the Molly Swordtail Hamburg, not Molly, the Swordtail Hamburg fry. And this one, cute little guys. We got some Cosby, Gourami Cosby Gouramis, if that makes sense. All right, so we'll move down here, and we got some beautiful Beta macrostomas. Super pretty. This, I'm trying to breed them right now. But yeah, they're super, super pretty fish. I love these fish a lot. Down here we have just some random guppies, some calls and whatnot that sometimes I'll just give away. This here has a random guppy, and it's basically just to prevent mosquitoes from breeding in here, since it is an outdoor shop. This is my lovely longfin blue crown-tail paradise fish. When this guy flares up for that female, it's so beautiful. His fins are so long, it's just amazing. This is a platinum gourami, beautiful gourami. Love this gourami. You rarely see platinum gouramis in Hawaii, but this is one of them, and he's a beautiful, beautiful fish. Down here, we have more gourami Cosby fish here. Look how pretty these guys are. Amazing. So nice. Okay, and then this tank here, I just have a storage of mops. This tank here has the round tail guppies. And then up here we have a blue Galaris female. I'm trying to get a hold of the male because the male unfortunately passed. But this female looks very eggy and ready to go. This guy up here, he's one of my favorites, comes up to the glass all the time, no matter what time of day. But he's a chili red Texas fish, not exactly red just yet. In this tank here, we have a whole team of betta macrostomas, all in this 40-gallon breeder. Look how friendly they are. They come right up to the glass. There's male and females in here. They all, at nighttime, they sleep in their little houses back there. It's pretty cool to watch. But these fish are just amazing fish. These are the golden climbing perch. They look like little Pokemon fish, along with the Jacob Eureka red cichlids. And they are just amazing fish here. They're very pretty and very friendly. In this tank up here, we have a whole bunch of Apistogramma pandurinis. They're just beautiful fish too. And then down here we have the McMasteries, and we have the paradise fish, fire and ice, and Nanakaras. We just have a whole bunch, plus not to mention the platinum OB peacocks. Of course, they were in the other tank earlier, but I just don't like to overstock if I at all can help it. Like these are the McMasteries, right? Very beautiful Apistogramma fish. Okay, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is the entire micro shop. As you can see, this is the wide angle shot of all the tanks we have here. We have about 100 and I would say upwards of 150 tanks. They're all small though. They're not, 55 gallons or anything like that, but they're good. Let me turn on this light here so you can see what it'll look like when it's full of fish. Alright, so this is the betta rack, and in this rack we have this kind of hodgepodge sump with some filters, some UV filtration, I guess you could call it that. We have some covers here that I still have to make, but these covers are made of just regular screens, just like I have these covers here, and locks in place. And they have their overflows, and we have a drip system. I'm gonna make a video on how I made all this because so many people are asking me about it. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, but just so you know, I am working on it. It just takes a lot of work to make that kind of video. So, well, this is a cool one. This here is a blue scud. That's right. If you jump on my Instagram page, you'll see more of those because I thought those were really interesting, only because I've never seen those before. And I believe that is it for this micro shop. And just wanted to give you guys a quick tour, and that's about it. Anyways, all right guys, thank you so much for watching this video of my micro shop. I really appreciate you guys joining just to see what I have in stock and what I carry, and hopefully you guys like what you see. I do ship to the mainland and to the neighbor islands. For the neighbor islands, there is a $150 minimum purchase, only because our rules here are so strict that they require me to do a lot more to ship to the neighbor islands than I would have to the mainland for whatever reason. Yeah, for the most part, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right.